What's up, y'all? It's your boy D. I'm here with my man T. And this is Saturday Morning Traffic, the greatest podcast, not the latest podcast. And today in the Full Court Series Point Guard Edition, we have Magic Johnson pitted against Isiah Thomas. Now, these are two fantastic players. They're also great in their own right. But today, we're going to debate on who's better than who. So let's jump into it.
Yeah, man. I mean, to me, of course, my opinion, haters be our motivators, right? But at the same time, I think these are the two greatest point guards of all time. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Right, here it is, D. Magic and Isiah Thomas, man. So who you taking?
Magic and Isiah Thomas. Me? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely rolling with Magic, of course, obviously.
Okay. I see where you're going. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
No, this is not about me, man. This is you going first. I always go first, man. Ladies first.
Well, since you're taking Magic, I'm going to take Isiah Thomas. All right?
He's the only man left.
That's the only man left. If I was good enough, I would pick myself. But that's a different deal.
Yes, sir. No cap.
All right. So, all right, Isiah Thomas. Like I was saying, one of the top two best point guards of all time. Isiah Thomas was one of those point guards, right, who, I mean, for his career, he averaged 19, 4, and 9. Respectable. But he was the main guy. He was the guy, right, where he didn't have one of the greatest players of all time on his team. He didn't get the luxury after you win a championship to get the number 1 overall pick, right? Of like what I say is James Worthy, right? 2-time NBA champ, 12-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, Finals MVP, 2-time All-Star MVP, Rookie of the Year, assist champ, and at the end of their careers, they played the same amount of games. Zeke, Isiah Thomas, if you don't know, that's his nickname, actually had more, you know what I'm saying? He actually had more assists and more steals totaling than Magic Johnson did in his career. But Magic Johnson obviously had more points and more rebounds. But saying that, averaging 4 assists or 4 rebounds a game at 6'1" during that time, where they played mostly out inside out, that's not bad for a 6'1" point guard. I would say as a teammate, he wasn't the best teammate, but look, I mean, Magic wasn't the best either, but he was still, in many eyes, that's how you build around, right? But if Zeke had the team that Magic got, like, his rookie year, then you're playing with Kareem. Then you get Worthy. And, like, they had so many pieces. Like, it was so crazy. So if you put him on that team, I think he could do what's similar what Magic did as a point guard, minus the rebounds. Obviously, he won't have as much rebounds. But I think he could have did something similar. What did you think? What do you think?
Championship in 1979. Championship in 1981. Championship in 1984. Championship in 1986. Championship in 1987. 2 MVPs. 1 Finals MVP? No, 2 Finals MVPs. My bad. Excuse my language. He was the steals leader. He was the steals leader twice. He was all first NBA team 9 times. Made second team once. And he was the assist leader 4 times. I'm stirring the pot, man. You got to add the ingredients.
First.
Listen. I don't hear that. Skip.
Oh, you're cutting me off, bro. You're cutting me off.
Nah, man. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it.
Don't put James Harden in this conversation, okay? Just don't do that. Okay? He's like on the 12th man on the bench on this segment, okay? All right. Because all he can do is score. Okay. Anyways, I just don't like James Harden. Okay. And I know you don't either.
Hey, fist bump.
Virtual bump. All right. No, but what I'm saying is, I know all those. You know, being Magic Johnson is just overall like businessman. You know, businessman. Like, and NBA player, one of the best players of all time. But when you play with one of the greatest basketball players ever, Magic was a Hall of Famer. Kareem. You also had Cooper on that team. James Worthy is a Hall of Famer. Pat Riley as the coach. I would take Pat Riley over. I forgot the coach's name. But who did you have? Dumars? I mean, Dumars was good, but he wasn't great.
No. He had Dumars. He had Benny Johnson. We had this whole conversation about Detroit, bro.
So you're going to compare who he had to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James
I'm not doing that. No. I'm not comparing. I'm telling you, he had a supporting cast. I didn't say his supporting cast was better. I just said he had a supporting cast. That's all I'm saying. He had Benny Johnson. He had Bill Laimbeer. He had a few good people on his team. So, in the fact that you're arguing this when Isiah Thompson had back-to-back championships, come on, bro.
Let me ask you: has Magic Johnson beat Jordan? No, it's a simple question.
Magic Johnson, listen. Before you interrupt me, Magic Johnson played less seasons and accomplished more than Isiah Thompson.
No, they played the same amount of seasons. They both played 12. But Magic Johnson came back.
He came back for one more season.
Exactly. That made it 12. It made it 12 and 12. Check it, bro. I got these stats on lockdown, bro. Okay? Like, I'm telling you. On the stats, you the personality. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. What I'm saying is Magic Johnson had more. I mean, day one, he had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his prime.
It's not his fault he got drafted into that situation.
But you're saying, like, he had a better supporting cast. He had a better coaching staff. He had all this stuff better. Of course he's going to be better, right? No, but what I'm saying is Isiah Thomas did more with less. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying Magic Johnson had white privilege? I'm not.
He did get a contract, 25 years, $25 million.
That's such a bad contract. That is such a bad contract. But no, I'll be aside, bro.
But the perks.
Go ahead.
Remember the perks though of having that contract. Your boys on that team not liking you. You going out with Jerry Buss to the clubs. Going to what's that Playboy Mansion anytime he wanted. Like, I mean, that's not bad perks, bro.
What does it have to do with basketball?
It doesn't. I just like it.
They played the same amount. Hey, like you said, they played the same amount of seasons. I might have been wrong. You're the stats guy. Hey, that's cool. Do your numbers. Do your thing. Tap them keys and make them squeeze. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he played 12 seasons. Magic Johnson played 12 seasons. Who came out on top?
And I will have to say that.
Come on,
and you know this. The East was the West now. Back then.
Come on, team.
So he is 5-4 in the finals. Okay? 5-4 in the finals, Magic Johnson. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Zeke, they lost in Game 7 to the Lakers. They came back the next year and swept them. He said, get some of that ass type of thing. Mm-hmm. You know? That's his mentality. So they're 1-1 in the finals. They both have college championships, which is cool. They both beat Larry Bird. Okay? Mm-hmm. But the East was way more stacked than the West at that time. So that's like when everybody talks, LeBron went to 9 straight finals.
Mm-hmm.
That you can say about Magic because it was a lot easier in the West than it was
2
in the East.
plus 3 is 5. It's 5. It's 5. I don't want to hear it. More championships. Same amount of seasons.
Just go back.
No,
just go back to the documentary with the Jordan documentary. They were saying we didn't have the talent, so we had to be rough. That's how they were. That's the same thing. The Lakers had the talent. They had like 5 Hall of Famers on that team.
Is that Magic's fault? Because he obviously lost in the end, and we don't have to discuss or shout out why he lost. But anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears can Google and figure it out.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, we're not gonna say out of respect for Magic, but we will insinuate the fuck out of it.
You wanna know why? Because he's a business man. That's like
he's so good. He's so good. He is so good. They had to find a way to kick him out the league. That's how good Magic Johnson is.
And he's co-owner of the Dodgers, so represent right there. Go Dodgers.
Hey man, hands up, don't shoot. Get the loot. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, what I'm saying is, I do think, obviously, numbers-wise, statistically-wise, accomplishments, of course, it shows Magic's better. What I'm saying is, my argument is, if Isiah had those tools, he would have done the same thing. So
let's change the conversation. If we switch players, do you think a Magic accomplishes the same amount of accolades that he had with the Lakers, with the Pistons, if Isiah Thomas was in Magic's place?
No.
So then that means that what? Magic is the better player, correct? Or
No. I'm saying is if Magic played for the Pistons, he wouldn't have as many accolades as he did with the Lakers. That's what I'm saying.
I think he would do just fine.
Not with Larry Bird there.
You talking about Larry Bird in his way? He went to him and Larry Bird had a rivalry since college.
Listen, yes, but they were like game 6s and 7s with a stacked Lakers squad. He wouldn't have that stacked squad with the Pistons. Dude, the Celtics would run them over again.
I don't think so.
Bro.
I don't think so.
Larry Legend, bro.
Two different point guard minds. Magic was known for being a passer. He didn't become a scorer until 1987, 1986, 87, around that. He was always a scorer, but his predominant role was point guard when he first came into the league. After he won his first championship, which is as soon as he came off his rookie year, he won his first championship. And then from there, as he got better, he was put into the center role when Kareem got injured during, I think it was the second or third ring. I'm not 100% sure. But he was put into the center role and helped them win another championship against the Sixers. Exactly. He was put into the center role and won them another championship.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You go to the Pistons, the Celtics, running that course for a long time. 76ers, the Cavaliers were rising up. Even the Bulls were, a young Jordan was there. You just didn't have the supporting cast. I mean, you run even more down the line. I mean, you're 6-7 teams deep in the East. Where you go over to the West, you have the Lakers. Probably have Houston. Or not Houston. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. You still had Houston, though, a little bit. It was early. You said it hit Houston.
No. I wouldn't even put Houston in that conversation. Houston didn't erupt until 92. I want to say 89, 91.
No. What I'm talking about, when Houston started really talking. When young Elijah won with the other tall center, they beat those Lakers to go to the finals in 88, but lost to the Celtics. Okay? Don't forget about that. But they had that was the original Twin Towers, they called them, right? Because then later, everybody knows the Twin Towers is Tim Duncan, David Robinson, right? But that was the original Twin Towers. Then the Jazz, but they were so young too. So everybody who was coming up, besides probably maybe Portland, they were still coming up. So Lakers really only had to deal with one, maybe two teams, where the Pistons had to deal with 5 to 6 other tough teams. I'm just saying it was a tougher road. That's what I'm saying is There's no way I believe that Magic would have as much success in the East being in Detroit with the pieces around him than LA. That's all I'm saying.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing as saying like, oh, Michael Jordan is better than Bill Russell. Bill Russell had to play the same teams twice as much as we had as the NBA that Michael Jordan had to play each other. He only played a couple of teams 2 or 3 times a year.
No. In the same division, they played 6 times. Now they only play 3 times. Just to let you know.
Exactly. That's less, and that's what I'm saying.
No, that's less now. Compared to
that's what I'm saying. Back then, when Bill Russell played, that's what I'm saying. So the people be like, "Oh well, this is greater than that. That is greater than this." No, great is great at the end of the day. He has 11. He has 6. It was harder.
Competition. Let's talk about competition then. Who do they really have to go against? Jerry West?
Magic.
That's all they had to really go. Jerry West was on the Lakers. They met 9 times. Yeah, 9 times. No, 8 times in the finals against the Celtics. It's just they lost, 8 times. The Lakers did to the Celtics. But
the Lakers only won that one, right?
Well, they should have won 2. They should have beat that Celtics team that one year with Wilt, but Wilt was saying his knee was hurting or whatever. The coach went.
Yeah, I think I read about that. Yeah, he was injured that series.
That coach just a moron. Let's just leave that there. But
I know what happened was. No, they were playing the Celtics. It was a different game, and Wilt was supposed to be in that game. He was perfectly fine, and they sat him out for like the last 2 or 3 minutes of that quarter, and then they ended up winning. And Wilt was like, "What?" And then like shortly after that, over time, that's when he got traded to the Lakers because he spent most of his career with Philly.
Yeah. Because he won a championship there.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like the tougher conference goes to Isiah. Tougher competition goes to Isiah. Statistically, accomplishments goes to Magic. Right? But I'm just saying Isiah had to do more to get to that pinnacle level where Magic Johnson, he had to do a lot for that team, but not as much as Isiah had on his shoulders because he can lean on Worthy and Kareem more so than what Isiah had. That's all I'm saying, bro. Hashtag respect it.
Hey man, you sound like to me like no, you comparing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to a ribeye steak.
Okay, let me ask you this then. If Isiah was on the Lakers, like they reversed, does Isiah have a similar only win 2 championships with Cap and Worthy and Cooper and all those boys there? With a weaker conference, does he only win 2 or does he win more than 2?
Based on his attitude, I don't know if he's really gonna.
Attitude?
But wait, stop.
Bro,
give me it. Wait, time out, bro. Let me finish, bro.
Bro, you got me heated like an oven right now.
Yo,
bro.
T, I'm gonna need you to turn your temperature down to broil, not hot. Chill out, relax. Put some ice on it. Put some ice on it, brother. Put some ice on it. Put some ice on it. Put some ice on it. Like I said, I think he would be fine on the Lakers. I think it would be great, but I think he's more defensive minded, and the Lakers are more offensive minded. I feel like their defense wasn't as prominent back then as it was in the 90s, and I feel like defense was becoming more of a interesting aspect of basketball as basketball went on. As far as like 90, I want to say 89. I want to say 90 to like 95.
So basically, like during the Bulls run.
That's when defense became really, really important. So like by the time Magic finally, his cutoff time was, whatever his cutoff time was when he finally decided to quit, which was in 96. That's when defense was at its peak. And he couldn't play a full season. So it's like Isiah Thomas had to go through that defensive era. So if you switch the roles, and he has the same defensive mind that he has where Magic when he first started, I feel like the Lakers would have benefited from that. Their game would have altered, and it would have changed it to something that would have been more profound, so they would have won more championships.
I think Isaiah Thomas's numbers would have been way better on the assist level with all those wing to wings. So I mean,
yeah,
even
100%.
with what he had, he almost averaged. He averaged like 9.5 assists a game through his career with what he had, and mostly it was defensive players on his squad. Right. So if he had more offensive players, his assists would have gone up. They probably would have won more.
So what did he average his whole career as far as assists?
So 9.3 assists. He went through a stretch where he averaged freaking 4 years in a row. He averaged at least 10.
Okay, so we're talking about career stats at the end of the day.
Yeah. So let me go back here. He averaged 19 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, and 9.5 assists a game, where Magic averaged 20 a game, 7 rebounds a game, and 11 assists a game.
Now what I'm reading, I got 19.5, 7.7, 12.3 assists, 1.9 steals, and 0.3 blocks as a career total.
Oh, well, maybe I was rounding down.
Yeah, that's what haters do, but it's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
But you get why I say I think he did less, or he did more with less. I'm not just talking about his teammates. I'm also talking about his height. This is a unicorn, is Magic Johnson, a 6'9" point guard. He just looks over Isaiah and says, "Oh, I just want to shoot. I just want to all that." What I'm saying is you have to give credit as due to Isaiah too. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, both of they weren't good teammates. Like both of them weren't. They had issues. I mean, the whole dream team thing, and then the whole team quitting on him, and that's when Magic Johnson wanted to say, "I want to be traded." Right? So at the end of the day, I think it was a tougher conference, and he had to do more with less. So that shows you more harder he had to work to overcome that. Especially those Celtics teams were tough, bro. That was tough. And that's what I'm saying. If, like you were saying, switching roles, Magic's on the Pistons, he ain't getting through those Celtics teams. I'll tell you that. If Magic was on that team.
Would. I mean,
eventually they got through it when he was older, when like Larry was on his back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what I think there was a travesty is when the Lakers got knocked out by the Rockets in '88, because I think the Celtics had the best. It was '86 Celtics. My fault. The 1986 Celtics probably had the best team assembled. Like you have 4 Hall of Famers in your lineup, in your starting 5, and then you got a Hall of Famer on your bench, and then like 6 perennial All-Stars. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So having to go through that too, those Celtics, Magic by himself basically.
Mm-hmm.
No, he ain't getting through that team.
I think so.
Come on, you got a green hat on, bro. You just can't go with the Celtics?
Nah, man.
Nah, I mean, Magic.
This green stands for go to the other side.
Go to the other side. Well, I think Isaiah wins, and because of like what I was saying, conference play, he had to do more as a leader, more than Magic.
If God had to pick a starting 5, Magic is a playing point guard.
All right, well, let's check the polls, okay? Let's see what's going on.
All right, let's see what they're talking about.
Cool. All right, here is the results, and it's overwhelming. 89% said Magic Johnson, 11%. I think that was only one person said Isaiah Thomas. I will say this, just for my argument, most of the people that did vote are from California. So What are your thoughts, D?
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you was looking in my direction. I just here celebrating, you know what I'm saying? Because Mr. Irvin Magic Johnson won, you know. But it's okay, though. You know what I'm saying? We all take L's, you know what I'm saying? Treat this as a life lesson, my man T, my dog, my roadie, my dark white brother. You know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't know, this is the real deal Jason Kidd. He just got a mask on right now. He's been doing a podcast undercover. You feel what I'm saying?
Like
But anyway,
brother?
beside the point, let's not direct from what's really going on. Magic Johnson won, baby. Isiah Thomas, we love you, but you know, the greatest of all time, the real greatest of all time, the greatest shooting guard of all time, don't really like you. But that's cool. It's all good. We straight.
Hey, that wasn't him. That was Magic. Remember?
Hey. That's 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2. Magic didn't like him, but guess what?
No one liked him.
It is what it is, man.
All right, guys. So that was the debate: Magic Johnson versus Isiah Thomas. And it looks like I did take the loss on that one via fans, not by D. All right. So it is what it is. You can't be 100%. I'll just be 99%. All right. All right, D. What did you think? How do you feel about winning finally?
The last dance. I feel good about winning, bro. I never feel bad about taking the dub. You know, it hurts. It has to be at the, you know, ankles of my good dark white brother, Tony. You feel what I'm saying? But that's beside the point. That's neither here nor there. This has been a great run. It's been a fantastic thing. You feel what I'm saying? But upcoming on the full court series, we just finished the point guard edition. We got the shooting guard edition coming up. So you can only imagine how much fire, how much heat, how much picante is going to be in this MFer. Oh, I could have said, but YouTube be demonetizing folks. But yeah, look out for that. This is Saturday Morning Traffic. It's your boy D. I'm here with my man T. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, dislike too, because we let our haters be our motivators. And we out this thing.